right, everybody, happy Tuesday. We are cruising through this week, getting it started. We're on a roll somewhere with some headlines. That's right. Starbucks adds new spicy lemonade and announces all drinks are buy one, get one free on Thursdays. That's cool, but the spicy drink thing throws me. I don't understand the spicy drink necessity. Why is this a thing? You eat spicy food, you drink something to take the spiciness away a little bit. That's how it's supposed to work. But now I'm drinking something spicy, I'm supposed to eat something to take the spiciness away? I don't know. I did have a beer years ago. This is a very long time ago. Years ago, I bought a beer from Cost Plus World Market, and it had a jalapeno in the beer. It was the grossest thing I ever drank in my life. It was like this not very good beer with the just horribly strong jalapeno flavor, and then it burnt as it went down. It was a miserable experience. So I'm not a fan of the spicy drink thing, but maybe a 2-for-1 half off thing or whatever on Thursday is kind of cool. All right, moving on. NASA says part of the International Space Station crashed into Florida home. Oops. NASA explained that one. Woo! Almost got right with that one. Hey, let's not have space junk falling out of the sky. Please, NASA. All right, moving right along. Next up we have research shows coffee has 3 health benefits that will make you want to drink more. I didn't need 3 more health benefits to it. I just like to drink more anyway because it's coffee. It's really good. All right. It is nice this time of year. I love this time of year. You go out on the back patio and just sit in the sun for a little bit, soak up some of that vitamin, that sunshine vitamin. Is it D or E? I'm totally blanking on it now. Sunshine vitamin is D. With this guy right here, back into the bearded past with Zach.
Oh yeah, hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? It is Tuesday, April 23rd. I'm out of my original time slot. We're still working on the contract breach of that, but we'll get that figured out. But let's go ahead. No, I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead and let's go back to the bearded past with Zach. And believe it or not, Tuesday does have history too. So we're going to start off here with 1945. So we're at the end of the World War II here, you guys. I'm going to put my tablet in my lap today. We're at the end of World War II here today. And so what happens is we get, so Adolf Hitler essentially had to, during this time period, set up successors for the government and, upon his death, right? And so what happened was his designated successor, Hermann Göring, he sent him a telegram basically saying, hey, can we take leadership? Because what they wanted to do is they wanted to finally, they wanted to find peace. They wanted to actually surrender, walk away. Hitler wasn't going to have any of that. And even when the letter went to Hitler that they sent, Hitler deemed that letter as treasonous. And these are all people who've been willing to die for him this whole time. The man had completely lost his mind. Unfortunately, he did not do that. He ended up then committing suicide, and the end of the war kind of came shortly after that. Also in 1949, this was actually a big event. The People's Liberation Army / Navy establishment in the Chinese Civil War in 1942. This was between Mao Zedong and Ho Chi Minh. Also today in history, we had, in 1918, we had the World War I, the British Royal Navy. It made a raid in an attempt to neutralize the Belgian port of Bruges. I'm going to butcher this name. I don't know how to say it at all, but Bruges, Zeebrugge. I'm throwing it out there, guys. It's phonics. The reason though this was important, guys, is number one, naval, anytime, the Germans at this point in the war, they actually did not have any naval ports. So them taking over Belgium in those areas, that allowed them easier access and quicker access to the Atlantic Ocean, and World War I was right at the cusp of the end of naval warfare. Up until World War I, really, the stronger navy you had, you kind of were the more powerful country. World War I, it really started kind of going to the wayside, and World War II, and then, you know, navy's important, but navy's essentially what ruled the world in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. It was all about your navy. And last but not least, Poland. Poland's an interesting country. It's been taken over by Russia many different times. It's been split in half during World War II by the Germans and the Russians. But at this point, in 1935, 4 years before they were invaded by the Germans, mind you, and then were taken over for another 4 years, they finally implemented their first constitution in 1935. Like I said, unfortunately, 4 years later, they were split in half by the Russians and the Germans, and yeah, you know, and it's been like that throughout history for them. The Poles and the Russians don't care for each other too much. So guys, with a little history there, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get all of that really inappropriate talk in the middle. Take it easy. Bye now.
Very good. These guys are back to back because I've been back to back for years and years as we've been doing the morning routine here. But here's Gabrielle with Woo!
No. What? I don't think so. Oh no! Wait, what?
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, another week of me giving you great opportunity not to like something, right? So, you know, everybody has a different way of saying this word. Some don't even know what it is, so you'll be surprised when I tell you what it is. Some say Worcestershire, some say Worcestershire. I believe it's Worcestershire sauce, right? It's Lee and Perrins. I mean, you know, everybody has a brand, but that's the original one that came out like in the 1800s. And Lee and Perrins were two chemists back in the 1800s. And they were trying to come up with some kind of compound and all this kind of stuff. So they put those things that everybody likes on their pizza, right? Anchovies, right? Everybody likes an anchovy on their pizza. I have this whole gallery going, no. But, so they took these anchovies and they put them in they said a bucket. I'm pretty sure in the 1800s is what you called a crock. And it was this ceramic round thing. And they put vinegar in it. And then they just thought, we're going to leave it in the basement, set it aside, don't touch it. They left it there for a year and a half. It's like 18 months. All these little anchovies in there, in this vinegar. And they're bubbling away, and they're falling apart, and they're oozing, and ugh, all that. 18 months later, they go back, and they open it up, and they think, oh my God, this is awful, but maybe we should taste it. They tasted it, and they thought, oh, not bad. So that's how the Lee and Perrins Worcestershire sauce. So that is how, still to this day, Worcestershire sauce is made. So when you sprinkle it on something, or it says a tablespoon and, you know, your favorite recipe or whatever, just think, 18 months of rotten fish in a crock, boiling and stirring away. That's what's in Worcestershire sauce. Gotta love it, right?
Yes.
Have a great day.
Wait, what?
Very good. Keeping it real with really interesting information about the food that we consume. Yeah. All right, next up is the question of the day. What's it going to be?
Would you rather speak 10 different languages, 10 different instruments?
I would say I would speak 10 languages. I like that one.
What languages would you speak?
French, Chinese, Japanese, German, Italian.
Would you do instruments or languages?
Languages.
What are some you would want to learn?
Spanish, Chinese, Japanese.
This is an easy one for me, 10 instruments. Languages are cool. It would be very cool to speak many languages and be able to go all over the place, but honestly, I'd rather play the instruments than speak to people. Yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Just kidding. All right, next up, did you know was that?
Did you know that no other country flags have the color purple in them?
Did you know that there's one forbidden color you will not find on any flag in the world? Purple. National flags don't have purple. But why? Let me take you on a trip all around the world to discover the truth about flags that their countries don't want you to know about. When it's the World Cup or the Olympics and you see your flag, you start singing your anthem with your friends and you start feeling super proud. Why? Because your country's flag is unique and because it means something special to you. For example, here in Brazil, the flag looks like the country. It's green like the rainforest, yellow because of the gold they have, and blue like the sky. Here in France, flag's colors represent the country's values. Blue, white, red, for freedom, equality, brotherhood. Or as they say, liberté, égalité, fraternité. In fact, that flag and those values got so popular that many countries started to copy it. Italy, Ireland, Belgium, Romania, Mexico, and many others have 3 stripes as well. In the same way, Ethiopia's flag was a huge influence all over Africa, because Ethiopia is the one country that resisted the most against the colonizers. Another popular flag is the American one. Liberia basically copied it because it was founded by freed slaves from the US. Even Brazil had a flag that looked like this, but it only lasted 4 days. Over here in the Arab world, most flags are red, black, white, and green because they come from the one pan-Arab flag. And that's the one they used to all rally and break free from the Ottoman Empire. Other Arab countries like Algeria and Tunisia prefer to go with the crescent moon of Islam to pay tribute to their Muslim roots. Likewise, in the land of the Viking, they're all having crosses on their flags because they're mostly Christians. And that flag, Denmark's, is said to be over 800 years old, making it the oldest in the world. And also, did you notice that all flags are rectangles except for 3? The Vatican flag and Switzerland's flag are squares, while Nepal's looks like this. No matter where you go, the one color you will not find on any flag is purple. Because not so long ago, the only way to get some purple was from a tiny sea snail that you could only find in one small region of Lebanon. To create just 1 gram of purple, you needed more than 10,000 snails. So no country could afford covering its entire flag with it.
No country flags have purple. Maybe purple just doesn't do well in the sunlight. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Purple. Or it's just weird. Purple is kind of a weird color. I mean, if you think about the songs that have been wrote about it in the bands, Deep Purple, it's a weird band. The one-eyed, one-horn flying purple people eater song, it's purple again. Purple is like an alien thing. Ooh, the first aliens that come here, their flag is going to be purple. I'll put money on that. Not very much, but a little bit. All right, that is it for Tuesday, April 23rd. We're just about to wrap up April. Can you believe it? We'll be into May. Very cool. But have a great Tuesday, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday.